I'm afraid for my life at this point.
Lauren,
she's going to collapse, and then they're gonna all come over here.
Okay, well, who's gonna collapse? I don't even know
His mom.
His mom?
One of the Torres members of the family audibly, during the 2-minute Suitcase video, expressed some kind of emotional reaction. I look back, he or she were bent over in agony, physical pain. The physical pain followed the audible announcement.
She ain't gonna be blessed like me because I have my son, I raised him, I have his children, my granddaughter, my grandson, and she don't gonna be able to have that. And I did. I raised him. He wasn't perfect, but he was a good son.
Yes.
Okay.
But may I ask you though? Because I was telling you guys about it earlier. Like, I don't know if I'm afraid for my life at this point.
I know. But
I'm afraid.
are they gonna tell me that he's an alcoholic?
Probably.
Okay. Are they gonna tell me that you're an alcoholic?
Know that. They'll say that, but they don't know. They assume.
Okay. Why do they say that he's an alcoholic?
Because of his track record in Philadelphia and all of the things that he has done. Cars that he's wrecked, ex-wives' cars. He's been divorced twice. And he has, yes, they'll say that.
Okay.
They'll say that, but they don't know. They just assume.
Okay. Well,
Welcome back. While Sarah Boone figures out what to say and how to say it, let's take a look at her courtroom reaction to her interrogation. And remember that first date horror story? When Sarah said George was a maniac. Well, it seems Sarah may have a bad memory. She either forgot going to Publix with George that dreadful day or conveniently left it out. Let's watch.
Okay. Did you make any jokes about it? Oh, you're in the suitcase, because I know you had said that you were left upstairs and he didn't basically come find you.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah.
Did you make any jokes about, oh, okay, well,
No.
now you're in the suitcase?
No.
Or, okay. But I'm assuming the game was over, like you guys weren't gonna continue to play hide and seek anymore? Like you went upstairs and went into the room?
Right, waiting for him.
Okay. And you said you laid down?
Yes, the dogs got in the bed.
And, did he say anything to you while he was in the suitcase?
Sarah.
I know you guys were laughing, joking,
That's on
but
you.
was any jokes made? Was anything said?
No, nothing negative or anything like, I'm telling you.
Just
like,
anything that he said, like,
we were laughing about it.
mm-hmm.
I mean, and I waited for him upstairs.
Okay.
Did you tell him you were going upstairs, or?
No, I did not. I literally went upstairs to wait for him.
Was the line, was it all gone at this point while you guys were playing hide and seek?
I think so.
I know how much vodka was in there. Enough for two people to have a really good time. And who drank it? I want it to be documented that I'm leaving you, which means that you're getting out. You're getting out. You're getting out.
Nobody's leaving nobody. Stop.
We were COMPOS MENTIS. That's what I'll say. Both of us were COMPOS MENTIS.
You're gonna
Okay.
have to explain that one to me. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
don't know what that word means.
I mean, we had our wits about ourselves.
Okay.
That's why he and I were
Here's the
playing.
thing though, this isn't a trick question. You're at your home, you're consenting adults. If you're drinking, say you were drunk, there's no law against it.
Right.
Nobody's judging you. You're at home.
Neither one of us were drunk.
Okay.
We were just,
I'm just trying
At
to
the
let you
giddy
know,
stage.
Okay.
that's what it was. Listening to music again, dancing with the dogs.
Okay. Well, luckily his blood alcohol level will show us at the autopsy as well too, so, you know, we have that as well. Okay, so,
There was no ill will between the two of us last night.
yeah.
None.
When's the last time you guys have gotten into an argument?
Maybe last week.
Okay. Over just normal relationship stuff, or?
It's a little bit of everything because he and I both are stressing about jobs.
Right.
It's been extremely depressing for him where he worked up here at it used to be an Ace Hardware, but Ace dropped them as a franchise because of how bad the store is going down. And he thoroughly enjoyed his job and everybody he worked with. But it's between stuff like that, and then of course we've got the bills that we have to pay, and I've been having to ask Brian, my former husband, for money to pay for electricity and hot water for Lucas and groceries.
Okay.
So I think that, of course, because he can't support me, has been bothering him, which is why I bought a new puzzle for the two of us to do.
Right.
And that's what we were working on in the painting.
Okay. Do you guys normally argue often, not often, weekly, every other?
It all depends on like if he had a good day or a bad day kind of thing, where he would just be happy to come home and see me because he knows that it's going to get better.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
You're not gonna remember shit. Okay,
Yeah, okay, well, I'm not doing nothing right now.
get away from me. Get away from me.
I'm not doing nothing to you.
You do everything to me all the time. All the time. Heartache and pain is what you cause me. Heartache and pain.
How is that?
Keep going.
She ain't gonna be blessed like me.
So he hasn't worked in about 2 weeks?
Yes. I'm feeling really like weird, guys. Like lightheaded.
Okay.
Like I feel really weird right now.
You feel like you're gonna be sick?
No, I'm not sick, just I don't know.
Do you need food?
I haven't even fed my dogs today. The mice need to be taken care of still. I don't think they have any food. But again, I'm thinking he's downstairs on the laptop, so he can use the laptop and then I'll use the laptop afterwards.
You said he got into, you said an argument, but he had a bunch of facial injuries where he had reconstructive surgery?
Yes.
So he and his brother got into
Yes.
a fist fight?
Oh my gosh, it was horrific, yes.
Was it, I mean, usually when you have that much damage, it's more than just a fist fight. His brother hit him with something?
No, wait till you guys see Mo. Mo is a gorilla. Like, he's,
It is possibly that's what's causing the teeth to get messed up?
Did they have to do work on his teeth or his jaw or
just his
anything?
eyes.
His eyes.
Just the orbital sockets?
Yes. Well, and they fixed his nose too.
Okay. Now, the damage to his eyes, is that still, I mean, is it noticeable or?
No.
Okay, so when they fixed the sockets, they came back and you couldn't tell that they had been damaged?
I couldn't tell, but his children recognize it, where they say he doesn't look like the same dad.
Okay.
But to me, I never noticed it.
No other damage to the jaw, the forehead, anything like that?
No. It was just his eyes and his nose.
Bless you.
In the course of speaking with her, did you learn that she had gone to Publix?
Yes, I was under the impression that George had gone to Publix.
Did you follow up with that Publix for surveillance video in this case?
Yes, I went to the Publix to gather surveillance video.
And were you able to find that video of them at Publix the previous day?
Yes.
Know that.
I don't.
Know that.
You got up and you went up to bed.
Ma'am, using the laser pointer, could you please identify the victim and the defendant on this video?
This is the defendant, and this is the victim.
You can advance the video.
Sarah can be seen using her own debit card, the card she accused George of stealing that day while she cleaned.
Do you see the bottle of wine?
Sarah
that
was never
purchased
called out on
in
this
video?
lie.
Yes, it's right here.
We could move on to the publication.
You can see there were 2 trips
the second
to Publix
surveillance
that day.
video. Can you identify Mr. Torres for us in this video?
Yes, it's right here.
Is that the second bottle of wine?
Yes.
All right.
You and George were no longer having a conversation, laughing about the suitcase. You just decided to go upstairs.
No, we were laughing about it.
Okay, so you continued to joke about it as you were going upstairs,
Yeah,
thinking he'll just get himself out, and then.
Yes, that's why I didn't close it all the way. That's why I didn't close it all the way. I'm like, he'll be up here in a minute now. But then, I guess I dozed off. And again, I'm thinking he's downstairs on the laptop this morning. Because he gets out of bed before I do, most of the time.
When you put him in or when he got into the suitcase,
Yes.
correct? So the suitcase now, if we're looking at it, what side was his head on when he got into the suitcase and you zipped him? Was his head like on the, if we're looking
If
at it?
it's like this, his head was here. The hole was here.
So his head was closer to where,
Yes,
like when you close it, his head was closer to where it's closed.
no, that's where his head's here. This is him doing the finger thing over here.
Right, so his head is closer to where you can close it. So when you close it, his head is on that side. Or his head is on the opposite side of where you close it. Because there's obviously an open, there's one in the suitcase is open, and then when it's shut. And it's obviously, the zipper's on opposite sides.
So if you do this, yes,
Mhm.
his head was here, where the zip part was.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else that you think is important for us to know that we haven't asked you?
I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know, again, if he had like a heart attack or an aneurysm or what. Like, I don't know what happened.
Do you care? Are they gonna tell me that you're an alcoholic?
They'll say that, but they don't know. They assume.
Okay. Why do they say that he's an alcoholic?
Because of his track record in Philadelphia and all of the things that he has done. Cars that he's wrecked, ex-wives' cars. He's been divorced twice. And he has, yes, they'll say that.
Okay.
They'll say that, but they don't know, they just assume.
Okay. But at this point in time, no one has made a threat to you. No one has done anything.
I just haven't said anything to him yet. They threaten me all the time.
Do you have proof or is it all verbal? Like, would it be in your phone?
No, it's verbal.
Okay.
It's verbal.
So it's he said versus she said, or she said versus she said. So
Yeah, they've been really nasty to me. Really nasty to me.
Ms. Boone, I just got a couple of inquiries of you, ma'am, before we release. Are you satisfied with your attorneys so far throughout this trial?
Definitely.
And are you on board with the strategy that they've employed so far in this trial?
Previously, Sarah described her horrific first date with George. Ironically, here she tells a completely different story.
Somebody had to do it. I was doing it.
Do you think the jury noticed the two completely different stories Sarah told about her first date with George? Did Sarah forget the horrific tale? Let's watch Sarah give her new version of her and George's first date, as the judge and jury take their own notes.
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
You met George Torres before you got the apartment.
Yes.
Okay. And you met him at a bar across the street from the marital home?
Yes, we had a mutual friend there.
Were you introduced?
Yes.
All right. How did you and George get along when y'all first met?
Very well. It was strange how quickly we hit things off and had so much in common, and I never thought that he would be interested in someone like me, and I just couldn't believe that he was actually interested in me and said a lot of nice things, and 1 hour ended up being 4 hours from when we had first met, and then we would always have something to talk about.
Why couldn't you believe that he would be interested in you?
He was very handsome. He was very funny. He was smart, and I would show up in workout clothes and disheveled hair, and I guess I kind of felt broken from being in the process of the divorce that he knew about. But then one of the things that we could relate also was the fact that he was here in Florida because he had just been divorced from his second wife. So that was another topic that he and I could compare notes on.
Okay.